Welcome, everyone, to the college football playoff. The entire regular season has built up to this. 12 teams still in the running, with championship dreams alive as we begin this first-round game in an on-campus setting. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the number 5 seed in the playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So Notre Dame's offense will have the football first here. We'll see if this quarterback can get off to a great start, Kirk. So much for this offense and this whole team really orbits around him.
Yes, sir. The de facto Mr. Center of the universe. It's his world when he's out there, and it's up to him to create and orchestrate the details on the field. His team, his way. Can't wait to see what he does today.
He's past the 35. That's good for a first down near the 40.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The gain moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. And they'll go right back to him on first down. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Well, Chris, if you go back to yesterday, remember the offensive coordinator, he seemed to be very confident in the script that he put together. Now we can see why. Controlling the line of scrimmage, allowing his back to have room to run, and when he can run the football like that, get ready for the play action and deep shots downfield.
And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? And he scores. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This offense comes out immediately, gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepared for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So Syracuse's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players, just a few guys, Kirk. What do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. The offensive coordinator's got to love this starting field position. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
He'll toss it to the back. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Coming up, fourth down.
Quarterback's got it on the option. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. So one play moves the ball to the 38, another first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Slides to avoid the big hit. First and 10 play coming up.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. He'll hand it off. The gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He's running out of time here. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good...
The pass is intercepted. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up to the 31. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? A pop pass on the jet sweep. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Almost intercepted. He caught it, but could not stay inbounds. Incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
On 3rd and short, the offense coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here. You're just not able to hit it.
A running play called on 4th down. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on 4th down. But what's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on 4th down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
The shotgun running play call. They stop him, but it's a first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. trying to run. It's Jones. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. It's a new set of downs, and it's 1st and goal for the offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Irish. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Right down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. No huddle now for the offense. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. That run picks up 1st down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Change of pace, not looking to throw the football. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down. This Syracuse offense is quickly moving down the field. Play action here on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's McDonald. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. 2nd down after that short completion. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. There's no one to throw to there on 3rd down. And now it's a 4th down coming up. Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense will make the stop on what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And the 1st quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Notre Dame.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. They'll run the option. And just a short gain this time. They're going to get him down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Finds his man, has the 1st down. They've got him, but he easily makes the 1st down, and this drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. but there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now. It's an option look. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Physical run, breaks through a tackle. They finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Fine for the touchdown on the right side. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
Third and goal, try to make it on the ground. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. But they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. They add the extra point, and the lead now 21-zip. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kickoff fielded inside the 20. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Syracuse lines up quickly. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Handoff to the back. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now there's the stiff arm. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Slides a quick throw. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Let's it fly to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain on the pitch and catch. Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they'll set up for the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away.
Syracuse, 0.
And the return starts from inside the 20. Gets to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Here's the handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Tries the right with a quick throw. He pulls it in for a big gain. Explosive gain across midfield. They'll spot it about the 35.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
And that run produces a decent gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Tackle made after a big gain. Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Bringing pressure. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range.
Boy, and this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Jones. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. 2nd down, they're going to throw it. Looks left and finds his target there. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. 1st down, they're going to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, the pass is picked off. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Got him, he's sacked.
If I'm on this offensive line, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6.
Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and...
Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Brought down after a short return to the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. Makes the grab. It's Jones. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. He lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Try to run it with the option. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Offside. Defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Lets it go quickly. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They'll hand it off. Oh, look at the quick cut. They bring him down right at the 20. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And it's caught from inside the 20. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The gain moves the ball past the 40. Sets up another 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. Second down now after the sack. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver makes the catch. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Quick throw, testing the middle. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. 1st down and 10. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide.
Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Going the other way, can they stop him? At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And the running play gets stuffed. They're going to mark him right at the 1. And it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. And they're trying to punch it in here. He's swarmed by the defense.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
So denied on back-to-back runs. Now it's 3rd down and goal. Back now goes in. Touchdown, Irish. And this one is getting ugly. Here's the point after attempt. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Syracuse, 3.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Here comes the bunch formation. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Finds his target. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against it.
Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
But, Chris, after another sack, these guys are going to be facing another 3rd down and long situation. It seems like that's been the theme in this football game.
And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the route is on. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On 1st down, it's play action. Here's a throw underneath to the back. It'll be line for no gain. Now it's 2nd down here. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Grab made by the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. 1st down. They're going to throw the football. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
One thing I
love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down coming up.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle, but first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Trying to get the throw off. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. They're going to run it here. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with are defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
And the punt team now on to kick it away.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 49. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
That's a solid gain there. He keeps it and picks up the first down himself. No huddle here for the offense.
Well, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. The offense going with the hurry up. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards.
False start. Offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Third down play for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. The offense has been pretty efficient. They've made 2 out of 3 fourth down tries so far. They'll try it again here. Rifles this football to the left. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete, a fourth down stop. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
So here comes the first play of this drive. They're set up at their own 48. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Here's another interception, but losing track. Can he take it all the way? At the 10 now. Oh, and he goes out at the 1. So close to a pick 6 there, but a great play.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already...
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's third down. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Syracuse getting set now with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaks loose at the 45. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Linebacker shifting around now. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. This has been thorough domination through 3 quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. We'll check out the stats so far. This Syracuse offense is quickly moving down the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's complete downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for the top.
Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game? I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
Pass complete, but not good enough for a first down. The offense sends out the punt team. And the kick angles out of bounds, so no return possible here. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's caught. It's Jones. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The game makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback dropping back, looking for a deep completion. It's caught on the left side for a huge gain. Touchdown, Irish. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's McDonald. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The completion makes it 2nd and short. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Gets rid of it on the move. Quick catch over the middle. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. That's reeled in. It's McDonald. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done. Pass complete. It's second down now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught over the middle. It's McDonald. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Looking to throw it again. Pass rush closing in. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. Second and long for this offense after the sack.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game.
And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks. So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on third and very long. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's got a man down the middle. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. And here comes the punter onto the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Here's the throw deep downfield. It's caught. They will rule that a catch. A huge gain through the air. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots.
He's got it with the left side for a big gain. Touchdown, Notre Dame. To stretch the lead, the route is on. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Syracuse.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. And looking to throw now on first down. It's caught downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to his receiver. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. Quarterback drops back. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's 4th down. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Forced to kick it away for the 6th time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's got it. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football and vertical shots to boot.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. First down, we're going to throw the ball. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And this one is getting ugly. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
It's the fourth quarter here. They're trying to get that football back. I don't blame them. Unfortunately, they couldn't come up with it.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's an out route. The catch made. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent game, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pass ball is incomplete, but the defense may have jumped.
Offside. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Comes up with the catch. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw complete to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Looking to throw yet again. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing something.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Send the back in motion. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delayed game. Quarterback didn't see the play clock. Took too much time. Didn't get the snap off. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
He's got it near the end zone, and he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line. Syracuse lines up now, 1st and goal. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's caught. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Syracuse, 10.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner steps out of bounds at the 17. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. They've already gone for it 4 times and converted twice. Here comes a 5th. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Now they roll the dice and go for it here on 4th down late in the game with the lead, and they get it. Good job by the offensive line. The running back knew exactly where to go, and this one may be out of reach.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the play is good enough for a 1st down. They move the ball to the 44. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Catch made on the out route. The 1st down pickup tackled at the 45. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
And the long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the 4th quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
The pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And it's incomplete as time runs out. Game over. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even.